Hello, welcome to Restoration, creating pathways through which knowledge flows. I want to read for you the opening of Their Eyes Were Watching God, a novel written by Zora Neale Hurston and published first in 1937. If you have not read this novel, you should read this novel. It is a wonderful book. It's absolutely beautiful. It's been claimed by womanists and feminists and just literature lovers from a range of different arenas, and rightfully so. It comes from an author who had been sent to pasture in so many ways during her own lifetime, and she died in poverty, and her work was set to fire before someone came and rescued what was left from the flames, because people had basically forgotten who she was. But then Alice Walker came along and brought her back to the public by claiming her as a foremother, a literary foremother. And now her work has been in print continuously ever since. So I'm just going to read to you the first paragraph of this novel that you should read because it's beautiful. Their Eyes Were Watching God, Chapter 1. Ships at a distance have every man's wish on board. For some, they come in with the tide. For others, they sail forever on the horizon, never out of sight, never landing until the watcher turns his eyes away in resignation, his dreams mocked to death by time. That is the life of men. Now, women forget all those things they don't want to remember, and remember everything they don't want to forget. The dream is the truth. Then they act and do things accordingly. This paragraph is the beginning of a journey for us as readers and for a young woman coming into herself, Janie. And we will follow Janie through the journey of her life as she goes out into the world, searching for this horizon that is mentioned, where the ships that sail forever on the horizon, never out of sight, never landing until the watcher turns his eyes away in resignation. That kind of endlessness, that kind of chasing after what can never be caught, the continuous yearning is something that we find initially in Janie. And then there's this contrast between the life of men who are mocked to death by time versus the life of women who remember everything they don't want to forget and forget those things they don't want to remember. And then they are very pragmatic in their approach. They simply, as Hurston writes, act and do just what is required based upon the set of circumstances. So these ships that have the dreams going toward the horizon have every man's wish on board. And then the dream that the women have becomes the truth. And then they act. So, I hope I have tasted or tempted your taste buds here. Enjoy restoration.